Good afternoon. My name is Terry Baltimore, and I'm here representing the Find the Rivers project. Find the Rivers is a project that has spent 5 years looking at ways to find economic benefit by connecting the Hill District to the rivers and to the rest of the community, and looking at how green space can benefit the neighborhood. In his remarks, Mr. Carter talked about the process that the Penguins use to get information from the community. Well, on the community side, there was an equally exhaustive process as well, where people came together as neighbors to identify things that were critical and important to this neighborhood. Those things are represented in the blueprint for Livable Hill. There is no way that Find the Rivers can support moving forward with the master plan unless there is a signed CBA. 50 years ago, there was not an opportunity for folks in the Hill to sit at the table and become a part of determining the history of that community. This is an opportunity to undo an old wrong and to create a model for communities around the city where people from the community with a cross-section of interest sit down with developers, city and county officials to determine jointly opportunities that benefit the community and the region. So on behalf of Find the Rivers, I urge you to withhold your vote until there is a signed CBA.
Thank you, Ms. Baltimore.
Good evening. My name is Reverend Foster. I'm the Executive Director of the Central Outreach Resource and Referral Center, which is an agency located at 1860 Center Avenue. And I want to commend the Penguins on such a beautiful design, and how much effort and work they put in to reach the community. And of all the focus groups, and I attend quite a few, that most of the residents or the attendees at the focus groups were Hill District residents. For once in decades, a community has come together to try to resolve some things that have been done to the Hill over a period of time. And when we look at the design, it's a beautiful design on 3 landscapes on the entrance ways. But concerning the Hill District area, I don't see the beauty that's facing the other communities. Also, there's an issue with Fifth Avenue traffic. There's nothing I see that's changed on Fifth Avenue that's already existing at the present time. There's already a traffic nightmare on Fifth Avenue between the hours of 3 to 7. On game days, the traffic has got to increase. And I don't see nothing in place that's going to deal with the traffic on Fifth Avenue corridor. And so as a representative of One Hill, and I'm a member of One Hill, and been part of the process and on the negotiating team, we cannot support and will not support this plan. And we urge city planning to not support the plan until a CBA is signed. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Bomani House. I'm Vice Chair of the One Hill CBA Coalition. I reside at 162 Broadcrest Drive, Pittsburgh, PA 15235. I'm going to have to first turn to the back and to all those who are not speaking, but you oppose the approval of this plan, to raise your signs. And if you disagree with the approval of this plan without a CBA, please make it be known. To the specifics of why we disapprove of this plan, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with my brother who spoke just before me. I don't believe that's a beautiful design. In this age of design, it's not about the building bricks that are chosen. It's not about the glass that's chosen or the angle of the view when spectators get to participate in these events inside of the new arena. Design in this day, and I must say that I'm no professional in design, but I know in this day, in this moving age of design, it considers the architectural development and its impact on people. The architectural development and the impact on people. And from the beginning, Mr. Carter's proposed structure of meetings was flawed in that it would not allow that to happen. He specifically separated the history of the Hill District from this particular new arena. That was the first fundamental flaw. The second fundamental flaw was that the considerations of the residents who attended those meetings were not taken into consideration as they should have been. I'm also not good at presenting pretty pictures, but the traffic designs that they put before us were also to be taken out and not considered heavily. While you want to put the concerns on one side of Center Avenue as it meets downtown, ours are on the other side of Center Avenue, and it's just as valid. They're just as valid. And I hold before you this image that we collectively, and Cliff was one of them who brought up the suggestion in the first place that there should be some type of reconsideration of how the street grids and the mistake that was made 50 years ago could be made right today. Right now, the street grids are blocked off from Crawford. There's an opportunity here to connect Wylie, Webster, and Bedford Avenue in a better way that allows the Hill District to have some shared prosperity. And while they don't think it's valuable, we stand and we say it's valuable. So I want to be brief because I think that my colleagues, Carl Redwood and George Moses, and the points that they made were valid. I won't be redundant in repeating that. I want to say in final conclusion that I do not approve of the master plan here, and I think that without a CBA, it should not go forward. With the court, I end in saying that a citizen must love, become a part of his city. If he does not, he or she does not, all the money poured into these new schemes and bright plans and planners will avail to nothing.
All right.